The Legend of Zelda series has featured a vast variety of memorable towns and villages throughout its lifespan. From small, tight-knit farming communities to sprawling castle markets, the series does an excellent job in giving each one of these towns its unique character. For this list, I am ranking the towns based on many different factors, such as theme, architecture, population, music, and overall general appearance. With that out of the way, please enjoy my top 10 Legend of Zelda towns. At number 10 is Ordon Village from Twilight Princess. Acting as Link's hometown, this village features a small but tight-knit ranching community. The designs of the houses were simple, but fit very well alongside the flowing river and sprawling forest that surrounds the village. This village makes sure to utilize its space very well by adding things like pumpkin patches, a water wheel, and even livestock that really give this village a very ranch-like feel. Overall, it was a very nicely made town that fit very well at the beginning of Link's quest. Number 9 is Zora's Domain from Breath of the Wild. Even from a distance, this town stands out like a gem with its grandiose architecture and its sleek metallic finish. The cascading waterfalls that surround the town really complement the setting of the place, as it really helps capture the essence of the scale that it delivers. On top of that, the music to this place helps settle this all in, as it is such a calming score that fits perfectly with the environment. Overall, the incredible atmosphere of the place is really what makes it so memorable. At number 8 is Kakariko Village from Ocarina of Time. Although this is probably the most simplistic village on the list in terms of format, this place really gets its memorability from the overall charm and positive vibe that floods the town. This village has its own share of quirky but fun characters the player always runs into, along with the much-loved Kukos. On the flip side, the village also features a graveyard that really adds to the town in a unique way. All of these simple but fitting details really makes this place so memorable. Number 7 is Skyloft from Skyward Sword. The concept of a floating city is a very unique idea that was delivered very well. This place was home to many charming characters that populated the city's various buildings and public areas. The city featured a grand central market, a housing district in the midst of a very interesting terrain, and even a giant statue of the goddess Hylia that overlooked the place. Overall, the city had a lot of little memorable attributes that really contributed to the bigger picture. Number 6 is Kakariko Village, but this time from Breath of the Wild. This extremely tight-knit cultural village uses the mountainous geography around it to form a naturally isolated place. Everyone in the village has their own unique story, and they all share a common cultural root, with similarities in architecture and style. The tranquil music that breathes through the town really adds to the town's peacefulness and memorability in the series. Castletown from Twilight Princess is definitely one of the most grand examples of a sprawling and elegant city that we see in a Zelda game. The population of this place is extremely dense, featuring a wide variety of different people from across Hyrule. There are many different unique buildings in this place, such as a tavern, fortune teller, bug collector, and even a circus tent. Another thing that I loved was the use of both large populated central areas connected by narrow alleyways that really gave this town variety. Overall, this is probably the best rendition of Castletown that we've seen in the Zelda game. Number 4 is Hateno Village from Breath of the Wild. Unlike most of the more isolated and smaller villages in previous Zelda games, this village takes advantage of its sprawling terrain by creating a huge inhabitable space that can even be seen from very far away. This massive farming village features tons of buildings, silos, farm plots, and animals across a lush, grassy environment. The first time I discovered this place, I just spent so much time running around the village, admiring all the activities and great architecture. Overall, this village was an extremely memorable place in the game. Windfall Island from Wind Waker is an awesome, compact town filled with tons of great characters, activities, and a great variety of space. The main area of this town is almost somewhat maze-like, with bridges and little paths that take you through the place in very interesting ways. Most of the buildings in the town are very well made, as the player can enter shops, a school, a bar, an auction house, and so many more places. The town also features a giant windmill in the center, which is a very iconic and memorable structure. Overall, this town contained tons of charm and memorability. At number 2 is Gerudo Town from Breath of the Wild. This town mainly acts as the grand oasis to the desert, featuring an amazing city that's held together with a solid theme. Right from entering the city, you're greeted by a grand central plaza, overlooked by the massive royal chamber up ahead. Branching off from the main area, the city's alleyways are filled with street traders alongside of amazing buildings made up of unique architecture. The royal chamber is a grand space that meshes perfectly with the rest of the town, connected by a guard's training ground to really show off the military power that the city holds. Also, one of my favorite details about the village is how water flows throughout the city walls, which really adds a lot to the aesthetic. Overall, this was an incredible town that amazed me a ton, but I do think that there's one that beats it. By far the best town in the Zelda series is Clock Town from Majora's Mask. This place was handcrafted with tons of detail, events, and memorable characters that added to this place in so many unique ways. Everyone in the town had different purposes, with different daily routines that changed depending on where they were in the 3-day cycle. Learning these patterns, the player could use these to solve side quests and learn even more about the world. Another reason why this town is so great is that the story of the game ties in perfectly to what the characters do in the town, as most of the city's inhabitants react all variously to the falling moon and their potential doomsday. Overall, this town was done amazingly and was by far the best in the series. Thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you for 150 subscribers. My channel has been growing so fast thanks to all of you. Be sure to check out some of my other videos or even share this one with a friend. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.